coffee burns, the stomach churns, chemicals and caffeine.
My name's Jed Malmberg. This is my wife, Carrie. We live in Ogden. Been in Ogden now for 16 years. I grew up in North Ogden, Pleasant View, so the mountains around Ogden have always been home. We've got 3 kids and love to explore with them, get out as a family. But Carrie and I in the last couple of years have just started getting into trail running. She was the one that drugged me into it. She kept bugging me about getting up early and going out on the trails, and I thought it was such a waste of time. And so finally, just to make her shut up about it, I decided to go for a run. And we went and we did the bench at 29th Street, and I couldn't even make it to like 27th, and I was like dying. So I realized I was in a lot worse shape than I thought. So my pride got the best of me and started trail running, took off on it, stuck with it, and definitely not fast, but I just try to always be consistent. And we have such a strong running community around Ogden that all these people I've got to know and that we've got to follow and meet and run with, just such an inspiration and keeps us driving to explore new areas, new peaks, meet new people. And it's just been awesome to have that activity we can get out and do together and go explore. And
date night,
date mornings, early mornings, have people call you crazy. It's fun. But exploring the mountains have always been like I used to be a real big snowmobiler, skier, dirt biker. I've always explored mountain trails, peaks, but I've never really done it other than hunting on my own 2 feet. So realizing where I can go and how fast I can get there and hitting these mountain peaks and these trails has been kind of a new adventure, just to slow it down and do it on your feet. So I had to do it together. Carrie always harasses me about my list. I've always harassed her my whole life about her list, but her list is like to do things at like the house or like what she's got to get done in the day. My list is now trails, peaks, areas I want to explore. So Matt and a good group went with us. We went and did Pfeifferhorn for the first time. I'd like to hit all kind of the major peaks on the Wasatch, hit Timpanogos, hit Nebo. I've drugged Carrie up a couple faces now. We've done the face of Ben Lomond. We've done the face of Lewis. We'll get the face of Mount Ogden here pretty soon. I did that face in the winter, but I don't think Carrie wants to quite venture out on that yet. Yeah, so the list of peaks is growing. We got to get Kings, some Uintas. So I've got a couple years I got a couple years ahead of me, and really I travel to Seattle for work quite a bit, so I've been scoping Rainier. One day I'd like to be on the top of Rainier. But yeah, other than that, it's
growing every time.
It's growing, and I guess shout out to a couple influential people that drove me in doing this. Tyler Call, Byron Outside UT, Sherry, Crazy Mother Runners, Run with Tara, the classes, the groups, Steph Gardner. Like I said, just cool group here, and really seeing the adventures and pushed me to start trying to be a better runner and just be better in the sport. So
I started running on my own about 3 years ago, and in the last couple of years I run with my friend Lizzie, who got addicted to prescription medication after she had her baby and postpartum depression, and we had so much trail therapy on Bonneville Shoreline, just talking about real life and trials, and we would always have an analogy to summit that mountain and climbing out of like our trials and hard things. And I feel like she definitely put things into perspective for me with running and just like having a healthy mindset. And
so back when I was saying, like, when they drug me out on the trails and I almost died, that was her and Lizzie. So if you see this, thanks, Lizzie. You ruined a lot of my morning. I don't get to sleep in much anymore, but it's fun.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm proud of her. She's doing awesome.
And still one of our best trail running friends. So
yeah, I don't know.
I guess that's a little more of some of the why behind it, where it started.
The depth.
Yeah. It all started with that addiction recovery, and in the same process, it was physical, it was mental.
It was everything.
It was marriage, it was recovery in a lot of ways for us, and then just relating to other people on the trail, overcoming their own struggles, whether it was physical or mental or weight loss or whatever. I mean, that's where the power and the inspiration of the running in the community came from, was just from meeting all these people, and everyone has their own story. And the more people I run with and the more stories I hear, the more it drives me to try harder, be better.
Chemicals and caffeine. Saw her bathing in the creek. Yeah, you're jealous of the water. Yeah, you're jealous of the water. Babe, it's alright, I call you that. I've been running solo, but it ain't all that. They say it's the take and give. Oh, but emptiness knows just where I live. Yeah, and emptiness knows me. Was it just chemicals in my head? Just chemicals.